Now I am become Zeb Wells.
Destroyer of Spider-Man.
What's up, y'all? Brandon with BC Talks here, and once again, Marvel is churning out another major event from Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That's right, Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run has kind of become like Weekend at Bernie's. Marvel has this lifeless husk that is clearly dead, but they are putting on clothes and sunglasses on it and putting it out trying to convince us that it is still alive when it has very clearly died a long time ago. This past weekend was San Diego Comic-Con, and one of the bigger reveals from Marvel's Next Big Thing panel was the announcement of their next crossover event titled Gang War. It's going to run from December of this year to March of 2024 next year, and the event will begin with a group of prelude issues setting up the Gang War First Strike prologue, before continuing over 6 connected miniseries, which are going to be the Amazing Spider-Man series, the Miles Morales Spider-Man series, a new Spider-Woman miniseries, a new Daredevil Gang War miniseries, a new Luke Cage Gang War miniseries, and a new Deadly Hands of Kung Fu Gang War miniseries, as well as a Spider-Man Gang War First Strike one-shot. Now, according to Marvel's official announcement, spinning out of Zeb Wells and John Romita's hit run of Amazing Spider-Man Gang War, hit run, uh, we will see a war erupt from the gang lords of New York City, causing chaos throughout the Big Apple. Villains are fighting villains, criminals are fighting criminals. Hobgoblin, Mr. Negative, the Owl, Shotgun, Diamondback, AIM, Hydra, and more will battle against each other for New York supremacy. For Peter Parker, going on patrol isn't enough, and he declares his own war on supercrime. It's General Spidey at the helm, leading a group of heroes that includes fellow Spider-Man Miles Morales, She-Hulk, Daredevil, and Spider-Woman. Their goal: take down the super gangs in under 48 hours. Oh, so this isn't even going to be that long of an event. But what does Mayor Luke Cage and the city's strong anti-vigilante laws have to say about it? Will Jackpot, which is Mary Jane's new superhero identity, be getting involved? And is Shang-Chi a friend or foe? They better figure it all out before two classic villains make a game-changing return. Now, this actually isn't even the first time Spider-Man has had a gang war. There was a 5-part miniseries that spanned the issues of Amazing Spider-Man 284 through 288 in 1987, which was titled Gang War as well. It was a 5-part miniseries. Now, I didn't read that miniseries, but from what I understand, it was a similar premise to this one. It featured Spider-Man teaming up with both heroes and villains to stop groups of villains that were teaming up to fill the void from the power vacuum that was left after Kingpin left New York City. So Marvel is literally just recycling an idea from the 80s. It's literally verbatim. Kingpin has left New York City. There's a power vacuum, and now there are a bunch of villains teaming up to try and fill that power vacuum. That was the premise of the miniseries in the 80s, and now they're running it back 40 years later, um, because they've run out of ideas, and they're trying to promote Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run.
Huh, huh, genius!
Now, the good thing about that miniseries, though, was that it was literally a miniseries. It wasn't some big event that spanned multiple issues throughout Marvel and created new miniseries. It was a 5-part self-contained miniseries within Amazing Spider-Man from the issues 284 to 288. Unlike this, which has a million different spin-offs and is bringing back all sorts of characters that we don't want, like Wreck Rap and Mary Jane, her new superhero persona. And listen, I'm really tired of this whole dark, angsty kind of crybaby Spider-Man Zeb Wells is trying to sell us. I'm all for more serious and morally gray characters, but there's no nuance to Zeb Wells' Peter Parker at all, and it feels unearned and disingenuous. And now he's roping in, like I said before, other characters that he created in other events, like Wreck Rap, the kind of demon Spider-Man variant ripoff that he created in the Dark Reign event, which was his crossover event, and also Jackpot, the new superhero identity of Mary Jane that he's trying to promote, is going to be in this as well. It's like Zeb Wells is this spoiled rich kid who hasn't done anything to earn any of the money he has, but he's on Instagram flexing all of his yachts and his sports cars, even though he didn't earn them at all. That's what this feels like. He's just flexing and showing off all the characters he created that nobody cares about. Now, I'm neither looking forward to nor planning on reading this event. I'll probably get suckered into buying a few of the variant covers though, if they look cool. If there's some Art Germ variants, or some In-Hyuk Lee or Jen Bartel variants for the She-Hulk, things like that. I'll probably get suckered into buying some of those, but I'm not going to read it because I have no interest in this story whatsoever. I really thought that Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man one was going to get better after we got past the whole Paul saga and the death of Miss Marvel, but the hits just keep on coming for Zeb Wells, and I was wrong because here comes another major event that is going to be a total dud. And if you are planning on reading it, though, the Gang War First Strike story is going to start in Amazing Spider-Man number 37, which is coming out on November 8th. And the Gang War event starts in Amazing Spider-Man number 39, which comes out December 6th. Man, I really hope that Zeb Wells never finds these videos, because it's going to seem like I am his number one hater. And it's not so much Zeb Wells. I know Marvel Editorial has a big hand in this Amazing Spider-Man run. Amazing Spider-Man is their most successful run, historically. So obviously they're going to push a lot of things through it, just like DC pushes things through Batman and Action Comics. But if you're going to push stuff through it, at least make it good. like make it stuff that we want to read and interesting things, not all of this, junk that they've been pushing the past few years from Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run. But what do y'all think of this new crossover event that's going to be coming out of Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run? Do you plan on reading it at all? Are you only going to pick up the cool variant covers like I am? Are you going to read it week to week or wait for a trade paperback? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more comic book and pop culture talk. And I will see y'all another day.